Ladies and gentlemen, this could very well be the most offensive and divisive subject that I've ever covered on this channel. This is a warning to you. If you are easily offended, click off now. Go and just piss off, all right? Every single experience that we have as babies affects us negatively or positively as we become adults. It shapes the exact person that we become. Remember, the worst serial killers, the worst rapists, the most horrific people of all time, even your regular real estate agent, all the biggest pieces of shit of all time, once were babies, and things happened to those babies. They were in environments, they were around people that dictated the people that they would eventually become and the atrocities that they would commit. They were all influenced by events that took place in their youth. They didn't start off as scum of the earth, or maybe real estate agents did. Most people just start off as babies, with the entire world at their feet, innocent little creatures waiting to be molded by the people around them. Ladies and gents, before I go any further, this video is brought to you by the great people at Fuck Vegans Jerky. Yes, that's right, Fuck Vegans Jerky is my company, it's my jerky brand. It really tells the vegan people out there to go and get fucked, and I love it. But it's more than that, it's much, much more. It's grass-fed beef. It's the premium of the premium beef. It's big, dirty chunks of beef, and you're gonna love it. It's absolutely delicious, it's delectable, and it is nutritiously lovely. Let me tell you that, ladies and gents. All these other brands, I've got one here, I looked up the nutritional information, 17 grams of sugar in a bag. Do you know how much grams of sugar is in one of these? In the carnivore version of this? 0. What about in the bloody barbecue flavour? 2 grams. That's because we don't use shit. All right, we don't use shit. And I'll tell you what, go and buy some today. Go to fkvegans.com.au, grab some of this delicious jerky, and every single order is going to get a lovely free sticker. Oh my God, a stickerizer. This Fuck Vegan sticker that you're gonna get, if you put it in a lovely spot, a delectable spot, a delicious spot, somewhere that's funny, you send it to me, you tag me on Instagram and Fuck Vegans Jerky on Instagram, and you go into the draw to win $1,000. That's absolutely delicious, that's fantastic, that's wonderful. Go to fkvegans.com. You can get the carnivore flavor, delicious, the barbecue, the smoky barbecue flavor, delicious, and you can also get the beautiful chili flavor, which is not the packet that I'm holding up right now because I ate all of them. They're delicious. Ladies and gentlemen, back to the video. There is more and more research confirming the most common hypothesis that the people that we become are often dictated by the events that happen to us as children, as babies, as youngsters. There's research pointing to things that you may not want to hear. Things like the more that a child spends at daycare under the age of 1, the more issues that they will have emotionally as they get older. For children 0 to 12 months, daycare likely damages cognition and makes them worse behaved as they get older. And according to science, this is not my personal opinion, all right? So don't get pissed at me. It doesn't at all assist them socially. Regrettably though, we have to send our kids to daycare. Most of us can't survive off a single income, so parents have to work. It's an unfortunate part of modern society. So you aren't to blame, but this is just the reality of the situation. Sometimes information isn't overly lovely to hear, even though it may be true. And there's a reason I say this, and there's a reason I gave that example. Because the information that I'm going to give you is going to upset at least 50% of you. Because there is something happening to young men all over the world that could very well be damaging and horrific. I personally think it's terrible. You may disagree, but the science is suggesting that it may just be a little bit worse than I thought. What's happening to these young boys is traditional. It is part and parcel with certain families. I am talking about, and I know this is going to freak some people out, we're talking about circumcision, genital mutilation. And even saying that, some people are like, that, you can't say that, don't say that, it's not genital mutilation. You're chopping a baby's dick off, mate. All right, just a little bit of it, but you're still doing it. That's fucking genital mutilation. Fuck off, keep your hands off baby dicks, and let me tell you why. There are certain detrimental effects of circumcision on a child, particularly psychological. Even some things that may not present immediately but may affect them later on in life. I'm talking PTSD. I'm talking a severe traumatic response that you inflict on your child because you want their cock to look like their dad's. I personally have a hoodie, all right? There's a bit of cheese under this hoodie, but that's okay. Having a 4E is fantastic, and that's what we call it in Australia, a big dirty 4E. It keeps your dick from drying out. The dick's not supposed to be some hard, fucking old concrete looking thing. It's supposed to be soft and supple. The foreskin also naturally lubricates it and enhances sex, and apparently the skin on the foreskin can actually use the vaginal secretions to make a better bond with the lady. That's enough from me talking this grossness, and I hope you're uncomfortable. All right, I hope you fucking are. But these are the facts of the situation. It is very, very good to have a foreskin. So why cut it off? Well, some people say, oh, you can get infected. You can grow mold under it. Well, not if you wash the just wash it. You know what else grows mold on it? Everything that's dirty. Just fucking wash it. Anyway, depending on where you are in the world, 64% of babies in America get the tip of their dick cut off. It's 10% in Australia, that's a massive difference, and 20% in the UK. Now, can I just say to all the Americans watching, please put the scalpel down for a reason, okay? Let me just go into why I'm saying all this. There are many reasons you should leave those baby dicks alone, but reason number one, priests can't be trusted for obvious reasons, particularly when it comes to the genitals of a child. Pedophile priests are very bad people, but also this priest, who's not a pedophile, by the way, just let me say that, I'm sure he's not, but this guy also can't be trusted around kids. How that dad didn't rain punches down on that fucking dipshit wearing a wizard outfit, I do not know. Here's another reason that you shouldn't fucking lop your baby's foreskin off. Babies die from infections from this surgery. Could you imagine your beautiful bundle of joy, something you've waited for your entire life, passing away, or at the very least getting very sick, or losing one's cock because you, the mother or the father, let's say the mother in this example, didn't like the way that the ones with the skin looked. Fuck you. Have you ever seen that thing between your legs? It looks like JFK's exit wound. Reason number three, did you know that some Jewish religions or some Jewish sects actually, to stop the bleeding of the cut baby dick, use their mouth? Fucking alarm bell. But also, this. Circumcision of infants and children, short-term trauma and long-term psychosexual harm. Psychological harms include short-term trauma as well as the potential for long-term emotional disturbances, including sadness, frustration, distress, and anger akin to post-traumatic stress disorder. Imagine giving your child this, giving them this psychological issue because you're lopping off a little bit of their dick. Just fucking leave it. There's a lot of issues surrounding foreskin, aside from, of course, accidental amputation of the glands during neonatal circumcision. There's also, among the wide range of additional complication and harms that have been described in literature, include bleeding, hemorrhaging, skin bridges, adhesions, mental stenosis, metal stenosis, whatever that is. Doesn't sound good. I don't want a mental stenosis. Christ. Keloid formation, painful neuromas, toxicity to anesthesia, botched circumcisions where they accidentally cut off your toe, urethral fistures, bacterial infections, methicillin resistance, staphylococcus aureus, STIs, HIV, reduced penis size, and or buried penis, post-circumcision penile cancer, ischemia of the glands of the penis. There's a lot more. Death. Fuck! Other scientists and medical professionals, Stabova and Van Ho, recently stated circumcision adversely affects the development of the infant brain by causing trauma-grade increases in heart rate, blood pressure, and stress hormone levels. Some babies don't cry because they go into shock. Serum cortisol levels. Cortisol builds up in your body when you're stressed. Increase sharply immediately following infant circumcision and remained elevated for several days. Exposure to traumatic effects can increase the risk for major depressive disorder as well as PTSD. And consider this. They've only just recently, up until I think it was 1997, 1997, there was this article in the New York Times talking about why they should use anesthesia on babies, local anesthetic, to stop them being in pain, because some people thought they were too young to feel pain. Are you fucking retarded? Now they use a local, well, they don't always use a local anesthetic because it can be risky. They use numbing cream, but numbing cream, according to the literature, does fuck all. This video is fucked. Leave baby dicks alone. I can't believe you have to say that. All right, I don't care if it's a part of your religion. Find a better religion. Fuck off, all right? Fuck you. But we didn't know all of this for the longest time, did we? We just thought it was part and parcel with normal life. So no, I'm not having a go at you, and it's the same as the daycare thing that I talked about at the start of the video. We didn't know this, or we didn't have a choice. Doesn't mean it's your fault, we just have new information and we should take that on board. There's also evidence that infant or childhood traumatic events, which could include circumcision, may be associated with subsequent psychotic breakdown. Wow. This person goes on to suggest that perhaps the reason that schizophrenia is more common in males may have something to do with men getting circumcised. I don't know if that's true. That's a very hard thing to measure, obviously. Point being, there's a reason a bub is born with a little bit of fucking skin at the end of their dick, all right? Just leave it the fuck alone. Learn from what we are hearing from the scientific community that this is not a good thing and it's not necessary, and just don't do it. If your baby's dick doesn't look like yours, that's okay. Stop looking at it. Now, I know this has been a serious video, so I'm going to end this video with this huge piece of shit. This fucking... Look at him running into people's fucking cars. And people want to know why people have no respect for cyclists. What an absolute cockbag. I imagine this is in New York, maybe, or somewhere in the States. You know who should get circumcised? Cyclists. Be a good motherfucking piece of Middle East, mid stings, toodle of bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching this fantastic video by me. Now, ladies and gentlemen, some very important news. I am going on a world tour in 2024. If you are in the USA, the UK, Australia, or New Zealand, or any other part of the world, make sure you sign up for tickets at isaacbutterfield.com, and as soon as they become available, you will get an email. You'll be able to get them straight away, and you won't miss out. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. Once again, see you next time. Bye.